There's this idea going around that once you hit 18, grow a beard or pay rent, ta-da, you're a man. But let's be honest though. We have probably seen boys in grown bodies. I know I have. And I have met men with no fathers, no roadmap, no applause, just quiet consistency. So I say this to say that though, manhood is not given. It is earned. And not once, but every single day, right? Let's talk about what that actually means, right? A body doesn't make you a man. The decisions you make, that's what makes you a man. Because you can lift heavy, you can fight, you can dominate a room. That doesn't make you a man. What does? Thank you for asking though. This is what I believe makes you a man. Choosing patience when anger is easier, right? Showing up when nobody's clapping. Owning your decisions, even the messy one, especially the messy one. Because when you succeed, you're held accountable for it. You take credit. When you fail, do the same thing. You hold yourself accountable for that. Because at the end of the day, manhood is not about moment. It is about maintenance. Because at the end of the day, there is no arrival point for being a man. Some of us think manhood is a destination, a job title, a mortgage, a wedding ring. Responsible men know that being a man is not a one-time thing. It's daily. You earn it with principle, discipline, with restraint, with how you carry yourself when things get loud. Because we all know manhood is not a medal. It's a muscle, right? And if you do not train a muscle, you lose it. With the understanding that being a man is quiet work, right? You don't need to announce it. Manhood speaks through your move. Protect without flexing. Provide without bragging. Lead without needing the spotlight. It is the consistency, if you think about it. The restraint, the ability to be solid when everyone is reactive. No loud colors, no hashtags, just presence, just principle. Because at the end of the day, if you think about it, manhood without accountability is just ego. That's about it. I'll be real with you. There were seasons when I thought I was being a man, but really I was just avoiding hard conversations, right? Saying things like, I'm just doing me while ignoring my responsibilities. I realized that is not strength. That's escape with chest hair, period. Because responsibility comes understanding, because a man owns his outcomes, be it positive or negative. A man apologizes without shame. And most importantly, listens without needing to be right. Because if you look at it holistically, if no one can check you, you're not matured, right? You're just loud and alone. Think about it though. Because with the understanding that manhood requires stillness, because there's power in stillness, if you think about it. It's not laziness, not being passive, none of that. I'm talking about kind of stillness where you stop needing to prove something, where your actions speak so clearly, your mouth can rest. Abba. Because stillness says, I don't need to chase every fight. I don't need every woman to want me. I don't need to win every argument. If you look at it, that is not weakness. That is being in control. And a man in control of himself, now that is rare. And just being a provider is not just financial, if you think about it. We talk a lot about providing. But if you only bring money and not stability, peace, or leadership, then you're just fronting chaos at the end of the day. Because a respectable man brings more than cash. He brings clarity. He brings consistency. He brings protection, not just from external threats, but from confusion and fear. Don't get me wrong now. Money matters. That's a sure banker. There's no dilly-dallying about that. Money matters. But your presence should be more than groceries. It should be trust. But when we pay attention, we understand that masculinity without purpose is dangerous. Do you want to know why some men become reckless? I will tell you for free. Because strength without purpose becomes destruction. Because energy without directions burns everything it touches, including yourself. That is why manhood requires mission. Not clout, not chaos. Because when you know what you stand for, your masculinity becomes stable, not toxic, not performative. Because the goal is not to be liked, it's to be solid and useful. I say this to say that you're not a man just because you say you are. You're a man because your actions confirms it over time. You don't inherit manhood. You build it brick by brick, moment by moment, especially when it's hard, when it is lonely, when no one sees it but you. And the crazy part, check it out. Tomorrow, it starts all over again. I say it again. Manhood is not a badge. It is not a vibe. It is earned every day. So if you're tired of performative masculinity, if you're ready to be instead of prove, hit subscribe. I say this to say that the world does not need more males. It needs more men. Start with yourself, my G, every day.